Hello everyone, I am Surrenderlot the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/IamVerySmart. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my kitten looking like Sam Fisher will convince you. And, random fact about my cat society is that they promote generals based off of if they lose battles. And also before I get started, don't forget to check out my other channel, Surrenderlot Reviews, where I do video game, movie, and show reviews, and I'll leave a link in the description down below. And, without further ado, let's get into this! So his first post here says, can't disable himself to talk at the officer's level. And this person here says, I had a cop ask me what the last book I read was. I told him then casually mentioned that the last reference book I memorized was Wire's Warships of the World when I was 15. He was trying to tell if I was high on drugs. Rest assured, I was blasted at the moment. Of course, by the end of the interaction, he referred to himself and his associate as Officer Loser 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure they did not, but hey, what do I know? Anyways, this person goes on to say, I asked them to cheer up. I don't complain that I cannot disable myself enough to make them feel good about themselves. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna give this like a question mark out of 50. This person sounds partially like they are either on drugs, or like they're just really narcissistic. I don't know what to decide though, because it's kind of a bit of both. And this next post here says, achieving enlightenment 1 IQ test at a time. And this person here says, I am over 160, a self-taught expert neuroscientist, and reached a pure understanding of core Buddhist principles through raw logic and psychoanalysis. Yes, just like how my cat was the one who taught LeBron James how to play basketball. Don't look it up. My sources, just trust me, bro. Anyways, this person goes on to say, as I focus on research, I am failing out of relatively average math courses, not because I am not capable of eventually improving that specific approach to thinking. It just takes me too much damn mental brain power to see things as math asks me to. It's too slow, too tight, specific, methodical. It directly counteracts my thought patterns and makes my ADHD and OCD resurface fully and immediately. That state of mind shaping my reality causes me my personal breakdown at 17. I tried to make myself like the others, so everything took this extra mental effort I am describing. Staying in this mindset, I was completely non-functional. While I now maintain absolute balance within, delving too deeply in that direction definitely makes me uncomfortable. Regularly, if I start thinking faster than I can act, I will find myself wandering back and forth remembering specific things I needed to go get, for example, then to forget immediately what it was I needed knowing I wanted it. My passion is creating music, and part of my lyrics spontaneously come because the very specific mindset and feeling the music creates tends to have a textured and symbolic meaning. I can't explain to you the amount of spontaneous mental click moments where my mind stumbles to absolute effing golden lyrics suddenly, and then 2 seconds later when I take out my notes app, I always keep it close because of this. The feeling lingers, but I can only remember maybe one of the words. IQ is a pretty square way to measure mental capacity. Minds can interpret the same reality in such opposite yet still perfectly logical terms. Just some stuff to consider. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna probably give this like this has to be satire out of 50, cause most of this definitely does feel like satire, and that's just kind of the feeling I get when I'm reading this, and that's just all I have got to say. And this next post here says, genius with 180 in trivia IQ. And OP goes on to say, comment chain on the usefulness of IQ tests in general. And this person here says, I took one as a gifted and talented kid with emotional issues when I was in school. I scored a 134, which is very respectful, more than 2 standard deviations above the average. But I do believe that it is better at measuring logical intelligence areas like mathematics and problem-solving skills than emotional or humanistic intelligence. Well, I'll have to say, I definitely agree with that first part. Anyways, this person goes on to say, if an IQ test was able to measure the sheer amount of knowledge about humanity's subjects like world literature, film history, music history, and video game history that I have absorbed, that score might be a 180 or higher. Well, what about things like, I don't know, architecture or technology? I mean, I would say that those are some pretty important human subjects, and for this one, I'm gonna probably give this guy, like, probably a 45 out of 50. I mean, you got me in the first part, guy, I'll give you that, but, guy, I'm pretty sure there are, like, a lot more humanities subjects than, you know, what you just mentioned there. And I think with that, that's gonna do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.